So, I got a new version of vMix. I decided to shell out an upgrade, because I wanted to make some changes to my session here. What I'm looking to be able to do is add fancy transition animations here when I'm moving between things, instead of just hard cuts. So, now it's just a matter of going and rigging up everything so that this will all work. So, like, for example, I can come over here and then we could go back to vMix and it should still do my animation to come back and forth between them. So we just gotta rig all that up. How are things going up at the swoosh today? Having just all the fun. Okay, so first things first, let's set up my Mix 2 camera transitions. So shortcuts, and then I need to find this one, and I need to just clone it. So I want to set this one to be my keys overlay button instead. It needs to fade. Although, yeah, fade's what I want it to do, and I want it to fade to the keys cam. So we'll see if this works here in a second. I think what I need to do to make sure this is working is I need to go over to Mix 2, which I think I'm on. And this should be pulling from my Mix 2, so now as I switch these, it should change to my different cameras. They're not live at the moment, they're just placeholder images, so I can do that, but you're eating tacos and mixing a show? Dude, I've already had that taco bar like 4 times. I love it, but I can tell that I'm gonna get sick of those tacos here real fast. Although, once again, I can't be mad about free food. I'm never gonna bitch about free food. That's just a bad look. I'll clone that and repeat. I'm trying to be good about getting in here and working on stream stuff more. Guitar 2 cam. How's the, since you're here, Deanie, how does the music to vocal level sound? Should I turn the music down a little bit? I always feel like I can't hear my own voice as loud as it really is, and so it never feels like it's loud enough. Drum writing, fade. Oh, these are pre-made crunchy tacos? Nice. I mean, you really can't be mad about that. Drum cam, and then let's duplicate that one more time. And I'm gonna need a new Stream Deck button for this, actually. So this is just the vMix plugin. And also I'm gonna have to go through and do I'm poking nicely over the tunes. Well, that's cool. I wish there was a way, because right now I'm doing everything in the UAD console. And I really wish that there was a way that I could do sidechain compression with these things. I'm not actually gonna put a color on this because I'm gonna be able to use an activator now. And sorry for if it's hard to see the screen perfectly well, I apologize for that. It's because I'm streaming in 720 and it doesn't lend itself great to seeing this. Did I update the Stream Deck button? I didn't. Okay, so I'll add activators to these now, but I should be able to switch that over to... Oh, I forgot to change the input. So the drum one works, but I forgot to change the input for the other one. I need to change that to desk view. Did I do that right with all the other ones? It looks like I did, so let's run through them real fast. So I've got my main one, keyboards, or guitar I mean, keyboards. If Eric's playing guitar, got Deanie playing some drums, and then we got the desk view so you can see what I'm doing over here. Also, is my exposure bad? No, it's fine. Okay, so those all work. Let's go set up the activators. So I'm gonna come over to my Stream Deck. I'm gonna make that visible so everyone can see it. Oops, it's not gonna stay up while I edit this, so that's a bummer. But what I need to do is get rid of all of these icons. Reset back to the vMix icons. There's gonna be a lot of setup today just to get this back to working. Okay, so now that we got all of those, let's come set up all these activators. So we're gonna add the play overlay button, and the event is going to be input mix 2. I need to go find whatever the hell it is that I'm putting into that. I think it's the desk cam. And the type is Stream Deck, and the activator color is going to be this nice red color. Make that local. Okay, so now we have my mix 2, and I'm just going to clone that a couple times. We'll change this to be the guitar overlay. Oops, did I do that on the other one? Because I want to change that if that's the case. And this should be guitar cam, so let's go double check that I didn't. I did assign it to input number. We don't want to do that. So the third one will be the keys. And then did I update the Stream Deck button? I must have on the other one. This is Eric. Drums, and I need one more. Clone that, and we'll just make the button be the desk view, and now the activators all work. Fuck yeah. That's something I've been wishing. So now, as I, oh, dude, Mario Kart's so good. Like, one of these days, you should come over and we should hook up a Nintendo 64 and just play some Mario Kart. Because I'm right there with you. Like, Mario Kart music is so goddamn good. So as I go over to these now, I get red tally lights on my controller. So that's really cool. So now, it's probably hard to see, but over here on this Stream Deck, basically, whichever input I'm hitting lights up red now. So I know when it's hot to camera 2. So that's pretty freaking cool that I'm going to have tally lights now. Oh, so now we need to go get into all of this mess. So this one is the first one that I worked on, and I don't think I've added the shadow back in yet. So let's do that. Let's find my shadow input. I don't want the webcam shadow, I just want the drop shadow, which is huge. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. I know it's going to look a little bit weird because I'm kind of over the top of it as well, but... So drop shadow is number 9, so we can go to number 9 and just position it maybe like that. Let's write those numbers down. Oh, that's so weird the way it's capturing. Sorry. So it's 0.792239.4 and minus 1.16954. Okay. Is that really where I want it? It's maybe a bit much. Let's move it more like right there. I just want it to be, I want it to be fairly subtle. So let's rewrite those numbers down. Oops. So it's 0.805174 and minus 1.183908. This is not my favorite way to work, but it does the job. So now what I need to do is come back into all of these, because the problem I'm having right now that I've got to fix is you'll notice if I go from audio PC1 to that, see how my camera like moved ever so subtly there? I need to fix that so that doesn't happen. So I just need to make a slight adjustment to that. I'm kind of wondering if I should tuck that whole thing back a little bit because there's no reason for it to take up that much space every single time. That's a lot of camera. Just trying to decide if I like it being a little bigger. I think I do. So I think I'm going to stick with this audio PC1 setting. So let's go back to vMix. And now we just need to change all of these to match. So layers and multi-view. I need to look at what the camera output is. So let's write all of that down. So that's 0.316 and then 0.691 and minus 0.691. That's fairly easy to remember at least. So this one's good. Now I just need to come and do that with this one with vMix, and I'll deal with the fact that those inputs don't have drop shadows. Actually, I think I can just do it here. It sucks that I can't do the trigger moves though. That's really gonna bother me. So this needs to switch over to be camera out. And then I need to put the drop shadow in behind it. This is all gonna look weird as I do it, but there's kind of no way around all that. Throw the drop shadow in. So now if I go to position on 10, I just want to type in 0.316. And my pan X is 0.691 and minus 0.691. And then let's go to the drop shadow. And it's going to be 0.805174 and minus 1.183908. And now that looks good. So let's try moving back and forth between those two, although I don't know if I actually built a button for this yet. That's audio desktop 1 to audio 1 vMix, which is vMix Reaper, I think. That's interesting that something didn't work right. Why is it showing that? Oh, I know why. I know why. Because I need to go back to this. Okay, so I need to change my shortcut here first. So this is going to be confusing. I need to do all of this first. So let's go find these. And we need to change all of these from set output full screen to the merge transition. So I want to say transition merge with 750 milliseconds to the input plugin tank, and that needs to be for mix number 3. So I just got to go through all of these and update them. Hooray! I'm trying to understand what's going on here though. Do I have a second? Am I just running it with a second Stream Deck here? E7E51. That must be for like the other Stream Deck. I can't imagine what else that's for. I must have done this on a second Stream Deck at some point in time, which is why I have multiple ones, but I just gotta set them all to merge. It doesn't really matter. It should be as simple as that. I think I gotta remember to set it to mix 3 every single time though. I wish it showed me which mix it was out here in like the overall thing. I think this is from Batman Returns or Batman Forever. I think. I could go look it up, I guess, but which I should get like a rolling ticker going when I do this that shows what the name of the song is. I could very easily put it down on like the Windows scrolling bar thing. I actually have a decent idea of how I could do that. I might do that real fast, just because it'll be kind of fun to do. Let me finish. I guess I'll finish what I'm doing first, though, right? Oh, I forgot to change that one to 750 milliseconds. Mix 3. I really wish something here told me I was working on Mix 3 because I missed that here. There's a lot of settings here that I could very easily miss. Oops, I don't want to change that. I just want to go to transition, merge. Oops, I want to take that out of the web controller for now. Okay, so this one must be, I must have this set up on like a secondary Stream Deck or something. Maybe is it that I was doing it on this Stream Deck? Let me take a look here. I don't see any vMix. Oh wait, vMix? No, I didn't get that far on it, so it must be for the, let's do this. Let's come over to this computer. It must be in this, I don't know why I can't find this button here. Stream Deck, there we go. It must be this Stream Deck here has, preview, new groups, maybe not. Maybe it's just from an older setup or something. I don't know. That's strange. Oh well. Doesn't matter. I'll just change them anyways. Back to vMix, and then I'll get tally lights going. We'll make it so that camera move doesn't happen. So let's just do this. We'll just transition merge, 750 milliseconds to mix 3. Yeah, it says keys deck, so it must be something, or yeah, keys deck, so it must be something I had for the one back there, which I do still want to have this for when if I ever do something like that. Mix 3. Oop, forgot to change the time. Oh, I'm excited to have tally lights for this. It's going to be cool. The only thing that sucks is that I can't get the merge transition to work with multiple screens the way I would want it to. And I'll show you what I mean shortly, but oops, I think I forgot to change the merge time on that. Yep, I did. Oops, don't want to change the button. Just want to change the transition type. It's funny, I'm like doing a setup of being able to show setup. Merge. I don't really like any of the other transitions all that much. They look kind of stupid. I mean, I guess I could... I wonder, is it possible instead of doing merge, is it possible to use like transition effect 1? Yeah, I could have done that. I should have done transition effect... Oh wait, can I do that? Yeah, I should have done like transition 4 and then I could change it whenever I wanted. It'd be more, it would like be more have more longevity to it. Although once again though, I kind of hate what the hell are these new transitions? I haven't even seen those. We're gonna take a look at that real quick. I want to know. So apparently there's a barn door. I haven't seen this. Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't totally hate that. What's the other one they added? Roller door. Oh, okay, so it's just a vertical. Interesting. I hadn't seen those before. Or maybe they're only in 4K, or maybe I just hadn't updated in a while, I guess. That's perfectly possible. Oh, I have scripting now, so I'm gonna have to go learn that. That ought to be fun. Yeah, man, I really wish I'd have done, like, set transition. But that means a whole other page for transitions. Well, not necessarily. Well, yeah, it does. Is it worth it? Considering I'll never use anything else, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. The other transitions are just, they're all stupid. There's no point. I gotta go double check that I set that to the right mix, because if it's mix 1, it's not gonna work. Yep. Boy, that's gonna be confusing. I gotta like spot check every last one of these. I really wish it showed me outside. Oh, forgot to change the duration. Okay, so let's go try some of these. If I go over to the overlay computer, we should have overlay computer now, which runs off into infinity because of course it does, and the NDI just gets worse and worse as it goes. I can show off plugin tank. I wish it wasn't quite that slow. Slobs isn't gonna work because it'll just run off into infinity. There's lighting computer. So I'm curious here now, since we have that, if yeah, oh, that totally works. Oh, it's so cool. Okay, this is worth the work. This is cool. Yeah, that's cool. Then if I go back to Reaper, it'll grow over that. If I were to go to like Reaper and vMix, it'll bring vMix over the top. And now if I go just to vMix, it'll, yeah, okay, cool. Very cool. It's a bummer that I can't like full logic it out because they don't have the right trigger setup for being able to do this with mixes. So I might have to jump on forum and See if somebody else has a workaround. But that's really cool. Let's go set up tally. Oh, actually, yeah, let's set up tally lights for all of them real fast. It's kind of a bummer that I'll lose the generic colors, but I think it's worth it to have the tally. So I want to go to activators. So I want mix 3 inputs. So let's clone that. And we'll get audio PC2. And I want audio desktop 1. Where's audio desktop 2? That's interesting. Oh, it's down here. Audio desktop 2. That's weird that it's so far down. Oh, and I need to go back into my Stream Deck controller to make sure that this works. I gotta delete all of these things. Get them back to be vMix icons so I can get the tally. I think all of these can get tally now. No, I don't want to delete the action. I want to delete the icon. Okay. And then this one, I think I can put tally onto that one too. Maybe? Actually, no, I don't think I can put tally onto the actives. We'll check that when we get to the end of everything else. Okay, so clone that. This will be the vMix input. Oh shoot, that one. Why does it keep doing the input number? I don't like that. Okay, it shouldn't do it now while I clone it. So this is overlay. And then this will be the plug-in tank. Boom, boom, boom. Excuse me. Slobs, which almost never works. And this is Kansas. Yeah, I just don't think I can do the whenever it's in full screen. That'd be really cool if I could. I'll mess with it here in a minute. So this is Reaper MIDI, which I think is audio 1, audio 2. Let's check that that one's right. Yep. Also, that works for capture as well. Let's go back to vMix. This is vMix Reaper, which is going to be vMix Audio 1. Let's check that. Yep. Oh wait, did I hit the wrong button? I did. So vMix Reaper. Did I use this right? Yes. Okay. Let's go back to vMix. So then I'll clone that, and then this one is Reaper big, but vMix small, which should be Audio 1 vMix. Let's check that one. That should be Audio 1 and vMix. God, I love that merge transition. It's so cool. It just looks so much more pro than cutting with that much stuff. Let's clone that. This is vMix with MIDI. So that's vMix with Audio 2, which also would give me vMix with capture if I needed it. I wish I could get that to animate in instead of fade in. I wish the merge transition like brought it in. That's my only gripe right now, but I guess I won't complain about that too much. vMix cam changes, which is going to be vMix camera changes. Okay. Because this shows working on MIDI, And this is where things are a bit of a bummer because it won't layer stack it properly. So if I go back to audio 1, this is where I need to have those triggers so that, oops. Oh, that's weird that it moves those shadows along with it. I don't like that at all. Let's see here. Yeah, that's weird that the shadow moves. I guess that makes sense. Damn, that sucks. All right, I'm just gonna skip on the drop shadows. Like if they're gonna be that much of a pain and not gonna work properly, I'm just gonna ditch them. It just doesn't make any sense to try and do it. So let's clone this. Back to vMix. So this one's the desk cam, and this is when desk cam is in input mix 3. Camera out. And then this one will be for when that's in, or when the desk view is in mix 3. So let's see if those work. So this will be full screen camera, and it worked. This would be if I were using that. And then what would be cool is I could go over to this, switch this to desk view without you seeing it. And then if I come back to vMix, oh, it doesn't merge though, because I haven't built the merge transition on that yet. Okay, so that's good to know. Switch that back over. So now I got to figure out about the full screen. If I clone this and use this button, the event is going to be full screen. There's no way to tell it like when this input's in, when particular input is in full screen. That sucks. Input, yeah. Input mix 3. I don't think this is right. I think this is just what I was doing earlier. Damn. That sucks. Like it should be this full screen button, but there's nothing to tell it. Like that's just, is the full screen output on? That's all that's asking. And I always have it on. So I'm not going to be able to do... Not going to be able to do those, although I can change one of my shortcuts here. Oh wait, that's overlay. Okay, so that's just overlaying for when I'm watching the active output. Yeah, that makes sense. I wonder what happens if I put the active out into the mix. I don't think that's a good idea. That's not a good idea. So I'm just gonna put regular things back on these. So we'll just make these like, not blue. That's too similar to the other icon. Let's do teal. And then for the full screen of mix 2 or mix 3, sorry, we'll make that one like purple. That'll set it apart. And then now we need to go do the same activators to these things. Oh, I already did that. So I should be able to change this. Yeah, there we go. There we go. What's up, Moosey? How you doing? Okay, so now I just want to get rid of the drop shadows, I think. I'm going to leave it in the project in case I ever find a better way to do that. But with the way that moves, it's just not worth it, I don't think. So for the moment, I'm just going to get rid of it on all the inputs. So let's go to the multi-view. We'll just turn the drop shadow off. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and empty it because it's easier. And now the next thing I need to do is we've got this working, but there's still this problem where my camera's not in the exact same position for all of them. I kind of think where it's at here in vMix input is actually the better place for it. So if I just come back to this and I just change, wait, isn't that the same? Oh, vMix is over here. Okay, so vMix's setup is using the webcam shadow added. Okay, so I just need to match that a little bit over here on audio 1. So let's just like pan it back a little bit this way. Maybe like... maybe we'll do something like that. Let me see how that looks by comparison with vMix. That's ducked back even a little bit more. Maybe too much. So let's go ahead and move that back just a little bit. We'll just do like 0.71. Let's see what 0.71 looks like. Yeah, I think that's good. It's not, well, it's a little different. Let's do 0.72. Screen real estate's important when you're doing all this, so yeah, that's better. So let's set all of these to 0.72 now. Come back to vMix, some water. How you been, Moosey? Hopefully you've been doing well. So I need to empty out this input and change this one from camera. No, wait, camera out's correct. That's what I want. And I need to change the position to be 0.72. 0.72. I've been good. Started a new job the last couple weeks, so I've been pretty busy with that. But it's been going well, so finally have sort of a day off today. I had like a early morning Zoom call today, but other than that, it's been pretty easy. 0.316, and we'll do 0.72 and minus 0.72. 0.316, I'm just gonna move this up here so it doesn't get seen so often. But yeah, I've been doing good. So I want camera out, and then we need to reposition that to 0.316, 0.72, and minus 0.72. I wish there was a way that I could like say I want these settings, move it all to these inputs. That would make this so much faster. But I should be able to. Oh, it's because I haven't got there yet. I understand. It's because they're not in the order that they are in my Stream Deck, which is maybe a bit of a oversight on my part. I should maybe rearrange them. Like, I think I set them up in there so that they were in the order that I'd use them. That's gonna confuse me. So I gotta be real careful about that. Is that you, Sasha? How are you doing? Tired? I'm streaming. Yeah. Working on playing with camera stuff. Oh, you're gonna go into Haley's? What time are you leaving?
In a little bit.
Okay. Just make sure to come say goodbye before you leave. Sorry, I'm streaming, but... Oh, you're 10 minutes? Okay. Alright. I'm gonna need to open up my vent. It's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. That's not sounding so bad right now. Okay. What? Oh yeah, there we go. That's how I build up my Twitch stream, right? Start getting naked. Get banned in 5 seconds. This is gonna suck when I have to change all of this, but it's the only way to get the transitions to work. Like, the whole reason I avoided this before is because I'm gonna have to hard code everything every single time I change it, which really, really sucks. But there's no other way to do it. I'm gonna open up this vent real quick. Be right back. It's hot. Alright, well, that will be better. Hopefully the noise isn't too bad. I think with the music going, it should neutralize any noise that might be happening from that fan. Let's see here, where was I? Gotta love the, have I been showing the wrong screen this whole time? I feel so stupid. It's probably been a minute that it's been on the wrong screen. It's because I moved an input. I'm so dumb. 0.316. Just sitting here talking, and then I need to actually change that layer to be the right layer. Is camera out? Oh, did I not get the negative in there? There we go. That's weird that it does that on all of them. I kind of thought some of these inputs wouldn't run off into infinity. I guess this one doesn't. It's only the vMix inputs that run off into infinity. I am almost sure I'm going to screw something up here. Is that this one? That one's correct. 0.316. So we'll run through them all here, and once I finish and see if I get it all right. I think there's a decent chance I get it all right. That's a lie. So many inputs. I need to drop all those shadow added ones out. Actually, yeah, I do need to. Damn. I always try and think through so that, like, I can make changes without doing drastic change, like having to go update stuff a ton on the back end, but it never works. Like, it literally never works. I try and think through it, but I haven't been able to get it yet. Six. 0.72. Plug-in tank. We're getting real close. Last input. I'll probably never use this one, so it almost doesn't matter, but okay, so now let's run through them and see if they all work. So overlay doesn't work. Why? I guess there's no way of avoiding that because I'm outputting that into overlay. without doing a mix input and overlay. But you can't send a mix 2 down an external, I don't think. Let me look at that real fast. Output 2 is output. Output 3 is output. Is there any way I can... So actually, I think maybe that is what this is letting me do. I can do output 2. No, these are... I don't think these work. Let me try something. If I switch that to preview... Nope, doesn't change anything. Because those are extra outputs, not my external output. It's kind of a bummer that you can't change the external output to be like a mix. That would work so much better. So that looked good. Slobs over to Camsys. No, the camera's not moving. It just kind of looks like it's moving. Reaper and MIDI. See, like, stuff like that's cool. Although the drop shadows just, they gotta go. That's kind of weird the way that swapped. It must be because it's using 2 different inputs. That one's cool. Going from vMix with that to that. Although I wish that that didn't screw up like that. It sucks that I can't like logic out these changes the way I would like to. Okay, let's go back to vMix for a moment. Yeah, these must be like additional external outputs. Let's look. Man, it's getting cold in here fast already. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can change which... Those must be like full screen outputs. Yeah, those 1, 2, 3, 4s. That must be what that is. It's gotta be. The additional full screen outputs. Okay. I need to learn more about that. But we got that basically set up now. I just need to go take these drop shadow inputs out and switch them for regular inputs. So that's vMix desktop, that's correct. This one, instead of Camsys shadow added, should just be Camsys. This one, instead of HD60 Pro, shadow added should just be HD60 Pro, which means I'm gonna have to like rework on the sizes a little bit because it shrunk them down a little. So that's kind of a bummer. So I'm gonna leave them all where they are for the moment because I'm gonna have to go through and like think through this. We'll have to come up with a HD60, yes, we'll have to come up with a size that we set them all to, which shouldn't be too bad. I'll probably just do whatever this quarter size is because these ones, the heck? Okay, vMix just took a really long time to open up. I don't know why it opened up the... I must have accidentally clicked the external cog. You're taking off? Alright, one sec. Be right back. Alright, and the Infinity. So let's change this to HD60 Pro. This one should be all up without shadows, and I think most of the rest of them should be for the most part. This one's probably the shadow added, so HD60 Pro. Okay, the rest of them I think are all good. So let's go look at one of these inputs and play the resizing game. So I'm looking at layer 2. Okay, so this is actually a really easy fix. Just do that. So I just need to change all those to be 0.5. It sucks that I'm gonna lose a little bit of screen real estate, but it's really not that bad. But this is an easy fix. I don't even have to do a lot of thinking. This one is still... Okay. Okay. So let's try going through some of these and see what happens as I switch them. So if I go to Audio PC 1, now if I go to something that has like 2, now if I go to PC 2, it should do that. And then if I go to like something with all of them, it's not perfect because I don't have the triggers to fix all of it, but some of it works. It'd be a lot to think through the logic of this, but it's still something. If I had like this up, I can get rid of this notepad now. Like if we had that up and I just wanted to go over to that. See, that's the problem that I don't like, is that that layer is down below all the rest, and I want to have a trigger tell it to reset its position in the multi-view, which is perfectly possible in a normal program, but because I'm in a mix input, it won't let me do it. So that's a problem. It's not a big problem because it's not like that looks absolutely horrible, but it would look better if the way like vMix does, if it stayed on top. So, man, there's got to be a way to make that happen. I'm trying to think of what I would need to do to make that happen. But when I looked at the, maybe I was, no, it should be this one, like Audio Desktop 1, for example. So let's pick an input and see if I can figure it out. So vMix cam changes is there, and when I bring in Audio PC 2, so when I bring this in, I want to do trigger and say on transition in, I want to move multi-view overlay inside of the vMix camera changes. And it's going to be from index 3 to 8, which I don't think is right, but I'll go look at that real fast. Yeah, the problem is just that there's no way to tell it which mix that I'm doing. So I don't think that there's any way to make this work. If I look at this, it's right now the HD60 Pro is in 2, so I need to move from 2 to 5. So we need to move from 2 to 5. I don't think this works, but move from 2 to 5. So we'll go ahead and edit that. So let's try it. If I now go to Audio PC 2, yeah, it didn't move it. Should be input 142. Let's double check that that's what I picked, is input 142. It is. It just doesn't work. Alternatively though, I'll bet you if I quick play it in and now go, you can't see what I'm doing now, but since I quick played it in, Now if I go check it, yeah, that worked. Damn. So the trigger works. It's just that it can't focus itself on being camera 2. Or mix 2. Mix 3 actually. So that sucks. There's probably a way with scripting that I can do this. I'll bet. I haven't dug into the scripting yet because I just got it this morning. So can I type here? No. It's just a console output. So with the scripting, I would think you would set up the button, but then the shortcuts aren't going to work right. I'll look into this. We'll see what we can find out. Maybe somebody will have a good answer for me over in forum land. Okay, so that's all of our outputs. I got rid of all of these composites. I'm not using any of them, so I think I could kill these inputs. There's not a lot of reason to do it though. Okay, and then just to make sure this is still working, I can still switch whatever's in that. And if I were to switch the input of Mix 3 to be the desk cam, now I can switch that to be these full screen as well, right? Okay. I really wish I had enough room to put those buttons here as well, because I don't have enough buttons on this Stream Deck setup now to be able to do this. I'm gonna need to go change all of these as well, which I don't really know that I need to. I have everything. I think I have everything I need to be able to do light rigging. No, I don't. So I'm gonna need to build some, like, move some inputs. No, I have a lighting one. Yeah, I have a way to do this. Okay, speaking of, let's start working on lighting. Sorry, I just had to think there for a minute. Ron the drummer has red hair, buddy. Oh, I love him. Let's get a good look at him. Let's see. Ron the drummer, everybody. His hair looks especially red in that one. Okay, so what's up, Dr. Puffer? How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully the captions are working well for you. Oh, okay, so I don't need this to be, let's quick play that in, because there's no reason for that audio desktop 2 to be in there. I don't need those things moving at the moment, although I will go ahead and put my, let's look at the camera. I think my exposure looks really good. What does my color look like? I didn't check it here. It's okay. I think I'm gonna do a quick little correction on this though. No, because that shouldn't be like that. So I need to remove some red. So let's look at color bars instead. Let's just pull a little bit of red out of the highlights, maybe. No, I guess it is a hue rotate that I need to do, so just move it like that. That looks a little bit better. Compared to what the camera looks like natively, which honestly is not bad either, but I think it looks a little bit better removing a little bit of red. It's just a little bit orangey and red natively, which is maybe... I might be adding a little too much blue into my shadows. Like I wanted to do a lot. Like I was lifting those shadows up quite a bit. Let's pull that back just a little bit. I still think pulling some reds out of the mid-tones helps quite a lot. Yeah. That's way better. That looks way more natural. So let's save this, because we've been working for a while on it. And I think it's time to move on to setting up the more simplified lighting stream. So let's start thinking through that. So I guess I want to go to this setup so we can see everything. So I've got soft palettes, I've got color splits. Oh shoot, I can't see Camsys. I actually need one for Camsys, don't I? I don't have a 3-up with Camsys in this setup. Or do I? Yeah, all lighting. Do I not have a Stream Deck button for that? I don't. I need more Stream Deck. Twitch doesn't have subtitles, does it not? I thought it did. Maybe I'm wrong. Or I thought you had something that created captions or something. Maybe I'm just forgetting. So I need a couple new Stream Deck buttons, don't I? I'm running out of Stream Deck buttons. So I have Camsys, which I think I already have a Camsys one. But I need Camsys and Capture and all lighting. So this is Camsys Capture. I should probably also show you what I'm doing. Set that there, and then this is all lighting. You have your own subtitles? Okay. That was what I was wondering, if that was working. I know that you'd used that in the past. How's stuff with the house coming along? Hopefully that's been going well. So... Boy, I really should have done these in order. So I need to go do... So let's... Yo, thank you so much for the resub, Dr. Puffer. The alert kind of startled me there for a second. I wasn't expecting it. Wait, so these are all still set output full screen. Why? What's going on here? Did I have like a different... Oh, this is for when I had the lighting rig stuff, huh? Interesting. Wait, I'm super confused then. So is this one... Okay, no, that one's working right. So I need to go through all of these and set these up to be merges too. Let's just do it now. Just in case. I know this really sucks, but it's something to do with my life, right? Mix 3. So we just need to set all of these to merge on Mix 3. Just in case I use the other profile ever. I know I missed one there. House is going slowly. Saving for new PVC lining for the sewer line. That sounds expensive. I know house stuff is always very expensive. I'd probably have a house by now if I'd stopped spending money on my studio. But I'm stupid. I'm gonna have to change that inside. I'm gonna have to create a mix. No, I won't. Actually, maybe I will. Sorry if it sounds like I'm just talking random things at sometimes. It's hard to think through all this. 750 milliseconds. Cheat quotes are 5 grand. Whew. $22,000. That is harsh. Like, it just seems like everything about owning a home is just screwing you out of money left and right. It's so expensive to own a home. Oh, and I was gonna, oh, let me set that up before I forget. The only thing that's gonna suck is I don't have a good way to, I want to get the song name going down at the bottom of the screen. I have some ideas on how to do it, but nothing, I'm gonna have to do some testing. This is so fun. I'm bored out of my mind. It's all about how much it appreciates when and if you sell. This is true. And with the market the way it is, that's definitely true for most people. I know a few of my friends, their houses have like doubled in value in the last 10 years. Whereas studio gear depreciates pretty freaking hard, so bad investment. But it's fun, right? That's what I tell myself. Keep remembering to set the time. Ooh, that's a new driveway with that quote. I gotcha. Still though, it's nothing to shake a stick at. You have a hard time, you know, I would have a hard time affording that. Hopefully, now I got this new job. Hopefully I'll, I'm working with Deanie now actually. Up at Nike, I'll be seeing him a lot. Something's gonna collapse. Yeah. Like at a certain point, like people just aren't gonna be able to buy houses. It's kind of already there. Like I make decent money and I couldn't even think about buying a house. It's crazy. Then again, I also have weird, you have no plans of ever selling? You want to turn into a castle with moats and gators? That'd be amazing. I'd have to come visit just to see it. Ah! No! Wrong things. I wish I could code this to say like use out or like number. Oh, I totally could have done that. I really should, instead of doing merge, I should have done transition 4. Ugh, because then I could just change the timing on the fly. Damn it. I wish I'd have made that decision way before doing all of this. What happens if I set it to just say transition 4? Yeah, shit. That's the answer. That's what I should do. You'd spend $1 million on that 170K home. I mean, if it's where you're planning on staying, there's no reason not to, right? I'm really regretting using merge instead of transition 4 because I could have changed the timing. Do I go back and update it all? Yeah, if I don't do it now, I'm never gonna do it. I wish there was a way I could like highlight all of them and update all of them at once and not have to go do this for every single one. I'm just gonna change it to transition 4. Wait a minute. I lose the mix. Never mind. Never mind. I take it all back. It can't be done. You lose the ability to tell it which mix to go to. Shit. Okay. So now we want to do Camsys and capture, with the output being Camsys capture. Cam capture. We'll clone that. Make it all lighting. All light. That's kind of a bummer that I can't do that actually. Right, activators. Oh, do I still need to finish all the activators for the Mix 2 stuff? No, I already did all of those. Okay. So it's just these. So I want to do Camsys and Capture and set that to Camsys and Capture for Mix 3. Set this one to all lighting. And now let's see if this works. So now when I go to all lighting, I should get tally. Hey, it works. And if I go to capture, it should animate, although it looks like maybe maybe Camsys is the one that's on top. That's such a bummer that I can't work on that. Also, why are these all like the wrong sizes in my all lighting? Let's go fix that. I don't know why they're the wrong sizes. They look like they should be the right sizes. Yeah, they're all the right sizes, so why does it look goofy when I do it? Yeah, Magic Key looks all kinds of screwed up. Maybe I'm doing something on the actual like capture of it that's goofy. Strange. No, that's definitely wrong. Like, take a look at that. It's not fully filling up the deal. I wonder what the reason for that might be. What's the resolution of this screen? Is it not 1920 by 1080? No, it's 1920 by 1080. So maybe it's something to do with the capture? I don't know. Yeah, there's nothing messing with it. Do NDI, display 1. Yeah, it's still cutting off the top and the bottom. That's really odd. $1280 by 720. Okay. So hold on. With the NDI, is the NDI only pushing settings? Interesting. What's going on? That's weird that the NDI is not pulling 1080p. I thought it could, but it's only getting 1280 by 720. Is that true of all of the NDIs? No, that one's 1920 by 1080. Interesting. Let's go over here to Camsys and take a look. Maybe there's something weird with this computer. That's strange. I don't see anything that would indicate why that would not be a 1920 by 1080 capture on that. Oh wait, now it is. But it's still not quite right size-wise. So let's just zoom the... Oh boy. We'll just zoom it up and see if that fixes the problem. It almost fixes the problem, but they're all a little bit goofy. No, they're not. That's right now. Let's do this real quick. Actually, I have an idea that'll kind of show me for sure what's going on here. It just looks weird because of that right edge on Reaper having the black bar. That's what's going to chill with Wesley Pipes. You enjoy. Excuse me. Okay, I think this is okay. Let's zoom in on it. If anything, the bottom of vMix is just, or Camsys, I mean, is just ever so slightly off. Let's go back to this captures and make that position like 1.013. Let's look at that. That's maybe still just a hair too much. We'll do 011, and then I think that this is probably good enough that I can walk away from this and not care. It's like a pixel off. How much is that really gonna bother me? Yeah, it's gonna bother me. Let's go fix it. It's gonna bother me. It's still just like ever so slightly over that line. I know there's no reason to be bothered by it. No one will ever know. Like, let's look. It looks totally fine. I'm not gonna gripe over it anymore. I'm sure it's fine. Okay. So was there anything else I needed to do? I feel like there was something else I was forgetting that I was gonna do. No, I just needed to have the lighting stuff built. That's all. I've got my Mix 2 for that now. Got all my multis here that don't really do anything at the moment. I need to readdress them all eventually, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. Get rid of my safe areas. Okay. Everything's working. So, like, if I go now go into all lighting and then I go to capture. Yeah. But Camsys is the one that's on top layer, so it looks good when I do it. I almost wonder if not doing full screen for these is the way to go, but just because it sucks to be covering up something with my camera, but that's kind of an unavoidable thing at this point. Okay, so let's start working on some lighting. First thing I want to do is... So this is the chat dimmers. So if I punch that, we go to chat. So over here in dimmers, there's chat. So I need to make like a song dimmer that is a little less bright. Actually, does this have any side lights? It doesn't. I want something just subtly different from the chat look. It doesn't need to be like crazy different from the chat look, but I want it to be subtly different. So let's so let's release everything. So that should make everything go dark. And then let's go over to just look at capture and Camsys. So what I want to do here is we want to grab the floor pars. I haven't done this in a while, so my muscle memory is just like garbage. So we're going to set up a look here for playing songs. I want it to be a little bit more dramatic than the look for when I'm playing. So I think the front wash lights, we'll bring these up and have them be like not full, so they're just kind of like a fill. Although I kind of want to do this. How could I do this so that it makes sense? Because I would kind of like the light to all go one direction, which means what I would actually want to do is grab one of the front washes and have it be like brighter. So this one should be at like 70. And then I'm gonna have to look at this through a real camera and make a decision because it's certainly not gonna look perfect. So then this is gonna be my main front light. So we'll set that up at like 80%. And then this is lighting up the guitar. So we'll put that up at like 75. And then this is the bass light, so we'll bring that up to like 85. And then this is his fill light, so we'll do a subtle fill on that. Or wait, no. No, that's right. That's right. And then my wash should be like really low, so I'm shadowed on my camera side. And again, I'll have to take a look at the exact look of this here once I am you know, actually looking at the stuff for real through a camera. So let's go to the back pars and let's kick those up a little bit so we got a little bit of backlight happening. That's weird. Why is that affected? Oh, because I have them both selected. We'll set those both at like 60. Which maybe I won't have a... Maybe I'll subtle out the rim light for that, or for the non-stream. So let's see here. If the light is coming from this direction, it's this side that I want to have hit on the drum. So it's this side that I want to be kind of full. And I really need to move those back, and then we'll do a subtle... Oh, grabbing the wrong knob. So then that's the fill side, and we'll put that at like just a subtle fill. And then let's get some shigadoo, digadoo. Let's grab the two ceiling wash lights. And we're gonna turn those up a little bit because I do want some color on the drums, and it'll give a little backlight for Deanie as well. And then we'll do the drum wash and pull the drum wash up to like something like that. So then we'll do like an every other wall par just to add some color back into the room. Grab 4 and 2. It'd be good if I had specific lights for each like keyboard, because one of my problems here is I just don't have a good light for the keyboards. Which, I mean, I could rig up one of the wall lights, but I kind of need to get some specials just for lighting up the keyboards. Which, I mean, getting a couple thin pars and placing them in places to light up keyboards wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. Because my concern here is that the keyboards are fairly dark with this setup. I think in the real room, the wall pars light it up a little bit more. Wait, where's the... Oh, I missed this one. There we go. That's what I need. And then I think what I want to do with this one, because this is how it is in the real room, I think I want to... Let's just go over to capture real fast. I think I want to rotate this light a bit. It's hitting the guitar. And then let's also... Can I change the angle of it a bit? Let's see if it fixtures. It's been a while. I'm not exactly remembering. Here we go. Position. Is it the Z rotation that I want to mess with? Yep, Z rotation it is. So let's... So actually I think 150 degrees is really good for that. And then maybe rotate it like that so we get a little splash across all of the keyboards. Now I got a little light special for the keyboards. So I need to make sure that my real light does that. Although it does look like light 3 would maybe be a better choice for that because of where my laptop is. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. But now we got a little light special there on the keyboards. And I'll cross shoot the guitar a little bit too. The only thing that's still kind of in the dark is the Rhodes, and it looks like I have 3 on that. So let's actually turn on why is this doing this? Okay, there we go, back to normal. Is 3 on my side? Or is that on Darth's side? Oh, I also want to deselect that, don't I? I think this is on my side, yeah. So in real life, this thing is pointed a little bit more towards the Fender Rhodes, and let's mimic that here in Capture. I don't know which way that Z rotation doesn't seem to be doing quite what I want it to do, because this should be actually fairly straight down. It's not. Am I looking at the wrong light actually? I actually think I want light number 2. Real quick, let's check something. Because this is actually like here. And I'm going to turn it off. Ooh, I actually should have set everything to 0 first before I hit this palette at all. Fuck. I hate it when I do that. So, part number 2, which one's that? That's this one here, and this is the one I actually want. So I think it's gonna be the Y rotation. Nope, it's the Z rotation. So let's go take a closer look at that. And I think that gives me some good light on it. Maybe just pull it that way a little bit and Z rotate it just a tiny bit more. There we go. So now we got light there, and it's a little bit on the bright side, so let's pull that back a little bit. Okay, now let's get a little bit of wall wash going on, I think. So I want the wall washes. We'll bring those up pretty full. And do I have 2 lights over here on the bass guitar side? Yep. Okay. And we'll have to see if that's exactly what I want. It's not a perfect one-to-one replica of the room. It's real close, but it's not perfect. So now I want to go and just real quick grab all the movers and set there. Oh, That's all no movers. Can I undo that? Undo almost never works in this program, so I'm glad that worked. So I want all movers. We'll hard code those to 0. And then I want to get the color bands and hard code those to 0. And I want the... what the hell is it called? Where the hell are my flashers? What are they called? I'm not seeing them in here for some reason. Tetrabars, there we go. So we'll set those to 0 as well. You've been led astray, but you have returned. How's swoosh life going today? Hey look, there's a digital version of you here right now, Deanie. Let's look at my programmer. I think that's all of the lights. I don't think I'm missing anything in the programmer now. So now I'll select all. I think this is the look that I'm going to use. And we'll go to intensity palettes and we'll record this as basic song. So I clear out the programmer, copy that over to the execute grid. I guess I'll put it right. Yeah, I'll put it down over here in the corner. I'll just put it right here. So now I should be able to go to the chat look, switch over to the basic song look, which is like the chat look. I missed a light somewhere. What did I miss? I mean, it works, so I guess I don't care. This is really the only two things that I'm doing, but you're fucking cold. Dude, it is cold there a lot. I've noticed I'm almost always wearing my jacket because I'm freezing my ass off. It's very strange. So they're real similar. The only thing that changes much is the front lighting and some back lighting. I also feel like my front lighting on that's maybe not great. Let's go over to intensity palettes and we'll include this so we can work on it some. It's usually a sign it's hot when you're walking around in a tee. Yeah. You're almost always in a sweater, aren't you? So what am I missing here? I don't know why it just says intensity. I must have screwed something up with those drum bars. So actually this tells me what I'm missing. Oh, I'm missing these wall bars. So I just want to hard code those to 0. So now if I come over here, I'm still missing something. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see if we can figure out what I'm missing. Let's include that. It looked like the drum lights for some reason weren't pulling correctly, so I'm going to try and redo those. Oh, no, it didn't update my cue. Why is it not updating the cue? Because I need to select all, intensity palette, basic song. No, that's not right. This is one of those things about this program that's really frustrating. Like, trying to figure out what it's thinking sometimes is almost impossible. So I think what I want to do is do that, then select all and hit update. It doesn't seem to be updating the cue. Maybe you can't update these things, so I'm just going to try and do a new one. So let's include that. So 1, 3, 1. We'll hard code those to 0. Select everything. Basic 2 for the moment. So let's remove the first one. Which is not quite smart enough to remove it, but I should actually use this, shouldn't I? So I want to go to my, my intensity page. We'll copy basic 2. Actually, hold on. I should rename this first. We'll name this basic song. And let's just move it over. We'll copy into the execute grid. There we go. Now all the lights are in there. So now I just need to give it a MIDI macro, which should be easy enough. We'll just go to wherever is this it in... Oh, where is that? It's in page 12. So there is... Where is it? Is this it? So, insert automation, it'll be MIDI note CC, note on 13. And channel 12. And to execute, activate, page 12, cue, or palette 14. So, dimmers, basic song. Okay, so let's go over to, what do I want here? I want all lighting. And I want to see or show. Where's this at? I'm just, there we go. Just use that. So it should be after is this it? Where's is this it? I had to have programmed this in. Show me name notes. Oh, did this not save properly? Because it should be 12. Yeah, 12 is this it? So let me rename that. It just didn't move with this. Is this it? And then 13 then will be basic song. Okay. So now the easy part's done. Let's just go over to here for a moment. Oh, I'm not going to change all of those. It's going to bother me that it's not organized properly, but... Okay. Real quick before I go too much further on this, I wanted to come over here and work on this thing in vMix. I had an idea. So actually I'll do vMix and audio 1. Bring that back and we'll remote into this computer here. I want to go to chat music. Do I not have that named? I don't know what I named it. Chat music compy. Hey, there we go. This whole activate Windows thing is going to bug me, and I don't really want to grab it from up here, but we can make this work some way, somehow. Video. I need to use the restroom real quick. Actually, I'll be back in just a moment. I almost hit the wrong button coming back there. Dude, Deanie, thank you so much for the resub. Why are you so good to me? Looks like both you and Dr. Puff are hitting that today. Although it didn't show up in my actual list here, which is weird. Twitch is bad, or OBS is bad at updating sometimes. Let's think here. How did I want to try and do this? Let's just look at this real fast and see what we can find out. I don't have an actual graphics adapter for this computer that runs the chat music. That's why you get this really really garbage resolution. Still trying to figure that out, huh? When are you gonna come over and play some drums? That's what I really want to know. That's actually all I really want to know. When are we ever gonna have a time where we're both not working? Still trying to figure that out. Yeah, your life has been a little bit more busy lately. That's for sure. It's really hard to see these settings. I'm actually gonna try something here. I'm gonna pull up VLC on the local computer. But VLC's all garbage on this because of what I was messing with. I just want it to show me the name in the video. You'd say tomorrow, but you're beat. Tomorrow I'm doing allied work anyways. I'm gonna be, tomorrow and Sunday I have a gig for them, so I'll be pretty busy. But next weekend, I don't currently have anything on my calendar, I don't think. No, that's maybe not true. Maybe I do still have something. Everything's gotten so busy. No, I had an allied gig next weekend, but it canceled. So actually, next weekend, I think I'm pretty good. Yeah, next weekend. Let's do that. Where's my thing to just say, show me the name of what's playing? You'll clear it with your boss. Sounds good to me. VLC is great, but it's also kind of a pain in the ass. Like, this should be easy to just say, like, put the name of the track in there instead of the deal. Whatever, I guess I can just capture this and scroll this. Do I have the NDI tools on here? I may not actually have the NDI tools. I do! Hell yeah. This computer is just garbage. It may not even be able to do this. This may just be like a completely fruitless endeavor. Oh, you know what? The resolution of this is going to be so bad, there's no point in doing it. Now that I think about it, this is a 640 by 480. Like, there's just no point in doing this. That's too bad. It would have been a cool idea. There should be a way to export it to a file and pull that from a file. I know we messed with that before. I'll mess with that later. We'll deal with that later. Oh, you know, I can just close this remote connection. Okay, so now I gotta do the boring part. So I need to make it like a chat color split real fast. So let's go back over to Kansas. And I wish I had just like a chat. Actually, I do have a queue for chat. So I can turn a queue into that. So let's get capture in here as well. And what I want to do is, actually real quick what I want to do is copy the chat dims here onto a playback. Just so I can have a good idea of what it's going to look like without putting it into the programmer. When I did the zooms this week, did I use my giant setup or simplify? I only used a couple computers out of this setup, and I tried to simplify it as much as possible. It's kind of tricky because, like, with the way it's set up, the zooms are more complicated than they should be, but I can't change that without making this worse. So I have this kind of gross workaround that I have to deal with for the zooms. But essentially, I am using my vMix setup to run it. I'm still tweaking and learning what the best way to do it's going to be, because there's a certain couple things that, like, I almost wish I had a second set of 2 computers somewhere that was just, you know, like a laptop and a like just 2 MacBooks or something, that was just a Zoom setup, that would honestly be easier. Honestly, it might be worth just buying another MacBook, because I could use it anyways. So it might just be worth doing. Oh, that's stupid. I hate it. But it makes sense. Okay, so let's do chat colors, and let's just grab include the queue. And that should be the soft palettes. So now if I go look at my programmer, it should be using, oh, it's using white and red. Why is it using white and red? It should not be pulling from the red palette. That's wrong. There we go, chat soft, that's what I want. You run your shows with just 2 laptops and a fake extra monitor dongle? Yeah, I'll probably end up doing something like that. I don't know. I mean, the biggest problem is just my laptop that is hard to reach. If I didn't have to use a MacBook because of Keynote, it wouldn't be a big deal because I could do everything through computers that I have control over. But adding the need for Keynote, I just, like if you look at my setup, my MacBook has to be down over here. So I'm like having to kind of lean over and reach to get to it. And I could maybe find a way to put it like right here. The only problem with that is then like I have to have a separate setup for whenever Jared's here. And that's kind of a pain in the ass to have to deal with. So I'm still, there's just too many things I do with this space. So I don't quite know what to do at the moment. If that makes sense. I'm in the big leagues now. Time to shell out. 2K for laptops. Ugh, I know. No, I'm not even honestly that worried about it. I just... Wait, did I just turn the queue on? I don't want to do that. I wanted to include the queue. So now I got soft 1 and soft 2 in here for chat, which is what I want. So now let's go make a soft palette for it. I'm gonna just cancel this for the moment while I'm doing this. We'll just record this. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. We'll record it there and call this chat palette. I think I spelled that wrong. Chat soft is what I actually want. And then if I go over to the execute grid in the color effects, I can put it right there, layer 1. Nope, it's in layer 2. Copy, chat soft, and virtual gigs are slim these days. Probably already had its boom. Yeah, the weird thing is on Monday I'm gonna have my 3rd one already. So like I've already done 3, but then I know like it'll probably slow down a ton after that, knowing my luck. So I'm trying to not like get ahead of myself and go too hard on it. I still can't understand why that's not updating properly. That's very strange, but whatever. Like I should be able to set this to like red and blue and have it just go, but I have to actually punch the button. So if I do if I go purple and amber and hit it, that works. Okay. There's a weird bump right now. You got a few lined up. Nice. It's nice to have them, but we'll see how often they end up being a thing. If they end up happening like all the time and I do a lot of them, then they would justify buying a second laptop because they'll pay for it with gear rental. Honestly, the 3 zooms that I'm doing almost pay for it. And I've been kind of wanting to get like one of the new M2 MacBook Pros. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. It's gonna be hard to get away from the vMix setup though, because it is nice to be able to easily push like graphics or videos down my camera channel if I need to. Like today we had some dump slides as well as a Nike swoosh, so I was able to like pretty easily push a swoosh. M1 Max or Ultra as the titties. Yeah, I'll probably go that route then. It's cheaper anyways. Okay, so I need to do some MIDI mapping now. Wow, do I need another... I need another button. Do I not have this here somewhere? Oh, I just don't even have an input for it at the moment. I guess I shouldn't worry about it. I'll just go to all lighting. It's just gonna look really small from... It sucks that I don't have a 1080 output for this, kinda. Okay, so let's do show hide, show all note rows, but give me the name notes view. Okay, so let's go set up these macros over in Camsys. So this is going to be on channel... What channel is this on? It's on channel 3. Channel 3. You know, when I first got Camsys and was like, I get 1,000 different automation MIDI things, that's a lot. I'm really already kind of pushing into that maximum. I'm going to be real frustrated when I hit that 1,000 and can't do any more. Like, I'm already at 576, and that's just macros for one of the 2 lighting programs. It doesn't count the 3 camera programs or Reaper or any of that. There's thousands of shortcuts that run this goddamn live stream. It's so stupid. Oh, so this should be note 0 and then 1, 2. I did it to myself. I'm aware that I did it to myself. I'm aware. And then I want execute, activate. Honestly, I made it so complicated that it kind of burned me out of doing anything. Ugh, damn it, I hate it when that happens. But I'm slowly feeling excited to get back into it. Now I just need to find somewhere closer to Salem to move the whole studio to, so that driving to Nike isn't such a bitch all the time, because it really sucks. I mean, I guess it's only like an extra 15 minutes from your place, but you know, it's an extra half hour on the way back, and it feels like it shouldn't be that big of a deal, but it really does make a big difference. Oh, nope, that should be page 3. Your fantasy factory, dude. I wouldn't... If we had a way to, like, manage that, I wouldn't say no to you. Excuse me. No, that should be 6, 7. So we'll call this, color split chat. Color split duo 1, split duo 2. I love the music from this game so much. Duo 3. And then we'll continue as we make more of those. You got to work on sealing that place up. I mean, if you want some help doing it, I am down to put time and money into it. I'd be happy to help seal that place up and make it the badass place of dreamland where we always want to be. I'm totally down. First things first is putting some plumbing in. That'd be a big one. If we just got a shitter out there, that would change the game. Boom, 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 boom. Money and time is huge. I totally understand that. Okay, so let's see if this works. If I come over to the execute grid and I hit these buttons, hey, what do you know? You can't see what I'm doing. So these hit the splits now, and I just gotta fix them all so that they have the correct front lighting, because I don't think I'm gonna do any colored front lighting on this particular setup. I need to rename that node. So this is duo split 3. Plumbing is the dream. And yeah, I know it's pretty tough with it not being fully your place. 1. I keep forgetting that. So I just need to go fix that. Duo split 2. Okay. So now we can change these. And I should be able to like be on chat. Come over here. Change the soft palette to be like green and cyan. And then click a new split. And we get the new colors. Although we don't have much, or maybe it's just hard to tell the difference here. Boy, no, that split just doesn't really have much secondary colors, does it? This one's okay. I think Duo Split 2 looks the best so far. I just need to go fix it to have the hard-coded white front light, which I think I could fix right here, but I don't need to do that because I can just hard-code it into the palette. So let's do that real fast. We'll clear that out. So color palette will include Duo 2, and then all I need to do is grab the front lighting and hard-code it to white. Update, clear, and now if I come in here and I click on 3, 2, now we got the hard-coded white. Cool. Let's build the rest of the splits. Actually, maybe I should fly it around Reaper first because that's definitely more the priority. So I'll use Duo Split 2 as my default. So this one should be chat. So for the moment, I'm going to go to Reaper and, which is what, Audio PC1, Audio PC2, Reaper MIDI. There we go. Although it's really hard to tell like what I'm doing inside of the MIDI sometimes because of the capture look. So I think we'll just go back to this. It sucks that it's so small, but I just don't know. I just don't know how, when it takes like 3 screens to do something, I don't know a good way to show that without like being really, really slow about it. Still haven't figured that out yet. So if I release this playback, that should make it go dark. But when I roll over this, I should turn on the chat dimmer. Say it ain't so. Whoa, whoa. My voice is so fucked. My voice still has not recovered at all from having COVID. It sucks. So the easiest thing to do is going to be to just fly these around. I don't know if you knew that I got COVID. I got it like a few months ago. It's been a while. It sucked a lot. It's easily my least favorite thing I've ever been through. It was not fun. We'll call this generic. Because we will go through all of these and make them a little bit more exciting per song, but for now I just want to have one look. Was I vaccinated? I was vaxxed and double boosted, so yeah. And it's still, I got it, and it kicked my ass. We had this conservative political shoot. I know, surprise, surprise, right? And I got COVID from that. Why am I so unsurprised that that's when I got it? Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna leave these short because they don't need to be immediate. I am A1 anti-vax. You know me. I'm actually gonna move these so that they happen like that, and then I'll just drag them back. And then this camera change should be just cut to the main camera. I'm not gonna do any preview stuff. I'm just gonna cut cameras. Kid's got the power of Jesus, no needles needed. Power of Christ compels you. Okay, so now the boring part. We gotta fly this around to every song. I guess it's not so bad. I just gotta like look at it and make sure that it's working. So I'm just gonna go over to Reaper for the moment. It filled the vaccination card. You don't know if it's 2 or 3. It was probably 3. Or probably, I don't know, is there a 3rd booster now? Because I don't have that one if there is a 3rd booster. Oh shoot, I'm so stupid. I'm fucking this up. This is supposed to be Duo Split 2. So that the lighting is a little bit different from the chat. So I gotta go fix that on all of these. That was a dumb on my part. Covers the more contagious newer strains. I gotcha. Yeah, I don't have that one yet then. I probably should here soon. The only thing that sucks is like even getting the booster kicks my ass for a couple days. Like I've had to call out work every single time I've gotten the booster because it beats my ass. It's kind of a bummer. I still do it, of course, but it just sucks that I gotta plan it out at a time where I know I don't need to work. I need a next region button, but I don't think that exists. I hope I'm doing this correctly. Wait, did I change this to off the chat dammers? I didn't. Damn it, I'm stupid. Because it needs to be on basic song. Damn it, now I gotta go back to all of them and fix it. Actually, no I don't. I'll just do this. Is this it that I fixed it? I'll just copy that and I'll paste that back on all of them. What was your second booster? Gotcha. Oh, you had 2 shots for the base? You must have had a different, Oh, flu comment? I didn't see what you said. Let me see. Have I had the flu or food poisoning? I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure I may have at some point in time in my life, but nothing like sticks out in my memory. I guess I had one kind of bad flu when I was like 20. I remember that being kind of bad. It sucks that I'm doing all of this just for like a dummy setup, not even for like the real, this is not even like the real lighting setup. This is like the simple, don't think about it setup. Okay. I also didn't look at what my soft palettes were, which I should have. Because this doesn't make any sense. Damn it. I am really like failing at this. How did COVID compare to a regular cold? It was way worse. I don't remember ever being as sick as I was when I had COVID. It was really rough for me. To be honest, it was not a pleasant time. Let's do Emerald and Cerulean. I think that'll look good. That's how you felt with food poisoning? Yeah, it was not fun. Colored backlights, and that'll be the difference. If I look at my soft palettes, Emerald and Cerulean, is that the way I want it to be? Yeah, that's fine. No, I actually think I want that to be the inverse. I think I'm gonna do Emerald here and Cerulean up here. People said it's on par with the flu, maybe a little worse. I'm sure that's how it is for some people. For me, it was definitely pretty rough. Is this actually working? Now that I think about it, like I need to look and see if this is even actually working. I don't know if it's actually working. I'm gonna have to, let's see here. Should be. Let's check it like this. Let's go to some color that's obviously different. pink. Yep, it's working. It just doesn't update on the execute grid, which is really frustrating. I wish it would. Yeah, I think the flu is quite a bit worse, but yeah, it makes sense. You know, I thought that being not older, but being a little bit younger, that it would be pretty easy, but it certainly wasn't. SOC, a mistake I made with this palette. What's strange? So let's fix this first, because I know I need to fly this around since I screwed it up. Come on, computer, keep up. Your parents' anecdotal authorization. They hardly notice when they get COVID. Interesting. I'm glad for them. Like, I wish that for everybody. It's weird. But yeah, I definitely got my ass kicked by it. I don't really know anybody that age that... Well, no. I guess I do. Like, my bosses at work are all... Or my previous job were all about that age. And they all had a pretty easy time of it. So yeah, you're right. That is very interesting. I guess their age group was more like the 50s, 45 to 50 age group. Okay, so I think I finally have that all set up and correct now. Let's go fix palette 2 because I screwed up with the drum light. I need to fix that, so let's clear it. Let's nope, that's not what I want. I want the color palette actually, and we want to include Duo 2, and then I need to turn this on so I can actually see it. Now I just want to get the drum lights and set them to white. Let's go to the color page, set them to white. Talking 70s and 80s. Oh, okay, that's a little bit older than. Yeah, I don't really know that many people in that age group actually. Let's release that playback. Punch that Duo 2, and let's get our basic song dimmer up. I also think I want to add like a... Here in the chat fade, I'll do this like... this is going to be in the dimmers MIDI. If I go all the way up, I want to set this to 0.5 seconds. And then I'm just going to duplicate that over as well. I don't need to have this be the... No, actually I will have it be the chat so that it fades no matter what. Maybe they're just not racist though. Deanie, you're always in here causing a stir. You know that? I may have gone a little dark on the lighting, the front lighting. I'll have to take a look at it, the actual numbers when I pull up the real cameras. I'm gonna need to do that here soon. I also probably should. I wish I could program like one more camera view because I need like a camera view that's like that, because that's about more what the shot is like when I'm playing by myself, like right about there. I think that's more the solo shot, although it's still maybe panned over just a touch more because it looks a little more straight on. Probably about like that. I think that's about more what it's like when I'm playing by myself. But I think that lighting looks okay. Although I might change the shadow side to be shadow side in the chat lighting over here. Which actually maybe it is. Yeah, it is. I did do that. Look at me thinking ahead. Cool. All the drama. I still think that maybe my front lighting is going to be a little bit dull for this, but we'll figure that out when we get there. I should have saved this as a new file. Whatever. that's weird. Those are backwards. Can I move them without breaking them? I don't know if this is gonna work or not. Oh god, this program is such a pain in the butt. Okay, so now if I hit this, does it still... Oops, I don't want the dimmers. I want the, No, I do want the dimmers. I just want way up here. It's 0.3. I can't tell if that's updating or not. It doesn't seem to be, but it's hard to tell. Oh, okay, so it doesn't switch until... Okay. Yep, that works. That's fine. We'll do half a second. I think half a second should be a good transition time for this lighting. And this is why I need to transition over to this program. It's so much better than DMX's. There's just so much more you can do with it, so it just ends up being a bit of a nightmare to program everything. But we'll see. Okay, let's finish copying stuff around. Copy that over. Excuse me. DMX joke. Rough Riders. Little Run DMX. Has been a minute. Move those over as well just in case. I got the vids, man. I got the vids. Okay. Assuming I haven't totally screwed something up, we should be able to now go fly these around. I haven't been looking that they've been sitting inside of those, but I guess they are. Boom, boom, boom. So this will give me at least a basic setup so I can do I should say the reason I'm doing all of this is I'm building like a stream that has lighter lighting effects that won't be relying on having the hazer and only uses like 2 or 3 cameras, so that when I'm not feeling like turning all the cameras on and all the lights on and dealing with all the headaches, I can hopefully turn this on and just do something that's a little bit more simple and a little bit more, you know, a little bit easier to deal with on a day-to-day basis. Which, speaking of Deanie, I have 2 tracks that I need to send you. One that I'm kind of hoping you'll be able to master, and then the other one to maybe do some producing a little bit. So I have to get those sent over to you. I think I've shown you a little bit of both of them. You have like the basic idea, but yeah. Like, kind of what I was thinking is I have this track that I built it out of the modular synth, and it just has a whole bunch of tracks, and I kind of need to decide like when to turn certain elements off and on, and when like to give the song a little bit of movement to it. And I thought you'd be really good at knowing, like, you know, we'll turn this on here, we'll have some just hi-hat here, that kind of stuff, like kind of choosing the flow and building a song out of a whole bunch of elements. It'd be like giving you an Ableton file, essentially, and you can go turn off and on everything whenever you want, is the idea. Cool. I'll send you over that then. I haven't fully finished it yet because I need to write melodies, but honestly, we could get some production stuff done even before melodies are written. I'd show it to you now, but I don't know if you're in a place where you can actually listen to it at the moment or not. I'm guessing you probably don't have cans and you're probably supposed to be working. Yeah, I figured you couldn't at the moment. But I'll send them over to you. See what you think. Still need to finish this Wolves track that I got in here. I built it in and just never learned how to play it on guitar, and I need to do it. I also need to make a separate OBS track for all of these, which really sucks. I'm not excited about that. I should have been locking all of these as I went. I guess it doesn't matter that much, but... yeah, let's go. Let's go back through and lock them all real fast. I wonder if I should group them all. Like, I like the idea of grouping things, but I'm a little bit hesitant to do it just because I don't know how much that affects computer processing, and I don't know if it's something that would eat up some of my CPU headroom, which I'm already like dangerously low on. So I'm hesitant to do a lot of grouping. In my mind, I feel like it shouldn't be too much. Oh, it doesn't even work. I'd probably have to go tell it to know that I want it to follow locking for grouping. So whatever, this is fine. This is fine. This is so much fun. Repetitively doing the same thing over and over and over 100 times. I'm going to get carpal tunnel. I need like a lock item button on my stream deck. It's actually not a bad idea. Not gonna be an automation. Where do I want to put it? Probably track controls. Oh god, so much track controls. Let's just put it here in the... I'll just put it here in the root. I'm just gonna do a MIDI shortcut. No, I'm just gonna do a keyboard shortcut. Hotkey. There's got to be like a lock items here in Reaper. Lock. Item properties, toggle lock. Control-Alt-Shift-L. Control-Alt. Let's try, actually, I don't need lyrics.lua anymore. I'm not using that, so I'll just use Control-Alt-L. That works. Control-L. Toggle item lock. There's got to be a cool icon in here for it. Sure, why not that? Because it looks terrible. These are all cool in principle, like in theory, but they just never end up looking very good because they're too busy. You can't put any text over them. So like many things, it's like, yeah, it's a cool idea, but... That's stupid. That's kind of cool. Little rad racer. I like it just because it's Rad Racer. It doesn't make sense for what the button is, but I'll use it somewhere else. That's cool. Some cars going by. Yeah. Sonic music is so good. It's just, it's insane how good Sonic music is. Oh, that's nice. I need to do more Sonic songs on stream, like for stream. It'd be fun to play. I'm sure you could do some really cool drum stuff. Yeah, I think this is like the Green Hill Zone. It's one of the best tunes ever. I still want to do the, I did a cover of one years and years ago, and I wanted to have you play drums on it instead because it's just so good. I think if you played drums on it, it'd be even better. Actually, here, I'll go find it real fast. Do I have Windows unmuted? Yeah, let's... YouTube. Mystic Cave Zone. Hey, look, perfect timing to mute that. I feel like you could do something really cool with this drum-wise. But yeah, Green Hills is probably the place to start for sure. But I already know how to play this one. Like, this one like shuffles for days, you know what I mean? Like, it needs some cool shuffly swing groove to it that would just be really cool to do. Wow, that's just like blown. Oh, I see why it's blowing it up. You hear it like that. Like all kinds of cool shuffly, triplety fills and stuff. So I just need to like print out a version of it without drums and send it your way, because I don't want to like find drums. I want to have you play something cool. Anyway, you get the idea. Let's bring this music back. I need to get like a controller for my UA thing so I can like actually mix those, like a MIDI controller. The problem is, and I'm sure you know, like just have too many channels. Like any MIDI controller is going to be a huge pain. I really wish there was a next region button. Let's go look. Like I know there's like jump to region, but I just want go to next region. Yeah, there's select next region, but that doesn't... I can't just do markers because it'll take forever to go. Take it easy. Have fun up at Swoosh. I'm sure I'll see you up there sooner rather than later. I thought I had next week off, but I'm going to be up there at least twice. This is so much fun, but it's important to make sure stuff doesn't get out of place. I need to go look at my project bay too, because that can get really ugly real fast. Okay, I already locked that one. Okay, so we're all set up now. Let's see here. So I think I need to duplicate this and call it scene changes simple. We'll move that up in here. And I'll leave it colored that way so I know what it is. Maybe I'll put it up top. No, I'll leave it on the bottom. But now I need to go through these and... Oh, I also need to remove this from the grouping that it's in. Because it's in a mute group for slobs. Let's kill that. And actually I need to add it to the... Add it to the mute follow for this, and that way if I hit the mute, and then if I hit the mute group up here, come on computer, the simple stream mute group, if I do that, now it should be, where you at? There we go, now it's open. Let's try the stream deck over here real fast. You know what, I'm gonna add this over here to this deck, I think, because I need to be able to test it. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, I'll be right back. Too much coffee this morning, downed a ton of it. Alright. A little bit of GoldenEye music. Cable is great, how long it is, but it gets caught on everything. Okay, let's think here. What did I want to do? There was something... Oh, the OBS changes. I need to work on those. So I think what I want to do is just check and see. I think some of them I can leave alone. I just don't want stuff to be changing too much. I just want it to pick like a... Yeah, I like the main LUT. That works. Like this, I don't... Okay, no, that's fine. Like, I'm kind of fine with it doing some of this stuff. I might change my mind as I go, and also some of these LUTs may end up going away now that I've spent more time balancing stuff. We'll just do... Let's do the main LUT. And we'll ditch this. Vintage LUT. I might like replace some of these with better quality stuff eventually. It's also the vintage LUT. Why is the rate on this weird? Oh well, I'm not gonna worry about it because it's probably correct, but just using Vice. Just gonna stick with one look for these. I'm not gonna worry about jumping between looks. It seems like overkill for what I want this to be. Land in chat. Most of this will work just fine, but oh man, I should be renaming these actually. Oops, wrong button. Need to find a better way to have like chat visible. Like if I'm looking over here, I can still see chat. I guess I do have the laptop there now. That does work, sort of. I need like a pull-out tray. That's what I need for this laptop, is like a tray that I can like swing over and then swing back. That just seems like it'd be a huge pain in the ass to build and set up though. I'm not excited about that idea at all. I don't think I went through the right naming scheme here, but this will work. I'm only doing this because it might end up being, you know, I might end up doing something different with it as I do new lighting per thing. We'll see. I'm not going to worry about that one because I don't really play that song. I heard like something hit in the kitchen and I thought for a second that it was something that was bit crushed. I was like, that's weird. How'd they do that? I should like be smart here real fast and just do this underscore simple. Come on, computer. I'm doing the same thing every time, so I should just be copying that. Man, for the most part, there's very little things that I actually need to do this for, but for those few things that I do, it will make a difference like this one. I don't want this black and white change to happen. I don't know why I really care, like, it's probably not a big deal. Oh man, so many more to go. I've been putting this off because of how tedious I thought it would be, and I wasn't wrong. Ugh. My OCD is forcing me to do this, even though I probably shouldn't. Yeah, I'll leave that one. That one will still be cool. This one, however, you know what? I'm gonna leave that one too. I'm starting to wonder. No, because there's certain. I'm starting to wonder if I even need to do this. I think here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna mute this down for the moment, and I'm not gonna use it. And we'll see, I'll do a stream without it, and we'll see if it does anything weird that bothers me. But I think it's gonna be okay. And if so, I have where I'm at, I'll come back. So camera changes. We want this to go to I gotta remember what, I think it's channel, let's go take a look at what channel does the cutting. I think cuts are on 4, which is stupid, but... No, cuts are on 3. Or is that preview? No, preview's on 1, cuts are on 3, which is a design flaw on my part, but I didn't know what I was doing, so... C'est la vie. I'll deal with that in a minute. Set that to channel 3. Give me 2 seconds, I gotta look at an email that I just got. Why does it say 921? Oh, okay, 921. Gotta look at the date here. I think the 21st. Yeah. I'll take that. Cool. That'll be good. A nice, easy virtual event. Who's it for? Jeff Woods? Don't know him. Never worked with him yet. But, easy. Okay, channel 3. I just gotta do a little bit more digging with my setup to make sure it's all gonna work the way I want it to. So now, this should be a little bit more easy because I can... I mean, first things first, let's, save notes to CC file name. We'll go to MIDI maps, cameras. We'll call this simple cam changes. And should I just clear it? I'm just gonna clear it. We'll do main GoPro. Let me set this up over here so I can look at them. GoPro. GoPro. This is guitar tight. Looks tight. Man, I wish I could redo all of this now without having to redo like everything, but there's just no way. I'll rename these as I pick shots, I guess. Upwards, which is a really cool shot, and I might exaggerate that upward angle even more. Keys tight. Side wide. Piano overhead, we'll definitely use that one. Guitar, Alt, tight. And it's gonna be hard to choose which ones I want to use. Because I like them all, but... So let's click through them here. Main shot. Let's show you Reaper and vMix. Wrong thing. vMix and Reaper. There we go. Main shot. GoPro shot. Guitar tight shot. The idea of this, I'm sitting here like, Well, but I like the other cameras. The whole idea of this is that I want to be able to do a show without having to deal with every single one of these cameras. So stop overcomplicating it. Just pick 4 shots you like and stick to them. It's not hard, you asshole. Okay. So, unfortunately, now I need to load that into every single one of these because I was stupid and didn't do it beforehand. Which, honestly, it would be... Oh, man, I'm stupid. I can't believe I did this because... Oh, wait, no, it updated the map. Cool. That makes life a lot easier. Okay. Okay. I think this is good. I guess I could go start picking some color palettes for songs just to see what they, you know, see what they're gonna do. Let's do that. I was kind of thinking I might do a music stream tonight though for fun. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here for now. I'll work on this a little more on my own time and I'll come back and stream music stuff here in a couple hours. That sounds like a good time. So I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks so much for coming in, for hanging out. I'll be back soon. Later.